Background music is a strange thing. If you like music, or maybe you even make music, you might be picky about your music. So you naturally want all music that you listen to be good. But you don't necessarily want your favorite songs to be in the background of videos that you watch, because that would be distracting. But really boring background music would be distracting too, right? Because the badness of it is irritating to your highly sensitive good taste. There are lots of things that happen in the background of our lives, constantly, without us paying very much attention to them. They would be like breathing, our heartbeat, digestion, lots of different bodily functions, but not all of them. That would be problematic. So does this background music that you're hearing right now sound like breathing? Does it sound like thinking? What would background music that sounds like digestion sound like? It's not really fair to judge background music all on its own, right? Because the point of background music is to create a negative space that will be filled up later by something else. The point is to create a statement that is incomplete, because the subject itself is not clearly defined, and the thing that fills the hole could be more music, like a guitar solo, or it could be some dude talking about MIDI controllers, or whatever. What if I want to make something that isn't background music? What if I want to make a song? What if I want to make an album? But I need to practice making music, because I just need to get better at it. Well, maybe I could record myself making background music as an exercise to basically increase my musical muscles. I know there are some nuggets buried deep in my brain, but there's a lot of dirt in the way. So what if this process of making background music kind of helps dig through that dirt to find the gold? Should I try to play all of the instruments? Or should I use drum samples? Maybe I should sample my own drums. These kind of questions are really distracting and overwhelming, and they let me convince myself that I can't really do anything because I'm just putting all of these checkboxes in a row, and if I can't make it all happen, it's just not gonna work. So let's keep it relatively simple. I'll just record a single bass line with some simple changes, played to a metronome, and then play a drum track over that. Okay, so I recorded my bass line, and I recorded my drums. And there's a couple mistakes, but that's okay, because I can fix that. I'll just edit some of it out. It's getting kind of long anyway. So now I have my bass track, which is one track, ended up just being one take. And the drums. And let's record guitar now. So I recorded guitar in one take as well. And the way I was able to do this, if you've been listening, is it's all just two chords. I mean, it's B, and then it's kind of the same-ish chord, but just an A as a lower note. Anyway, hopefully it's not too repetitive. It's my A-B test. Get it? This whole project is me attempting to build a house for one very specific guitar riff to live inside of. That's kind of how I like to think of it. So at this point in the project, I'm starting to wonder if this is a background song anymore, or if it's now just a song. It's becoming difficult to tell. So I'm going to not decide. I'm just going to let it be what it is. It's me doing a bunch of things, and you get to experience them. I had a couple of ideas for what else to do in this video, and I ended up editing some of that out so that we could just enjoy more of the background music, which really is why at this point in the video it's not really in the background anymore. It's kind of the subject. It's really the focal point. And that's okay. So I guess the lesson of the day is that background music is multifaceted, because music is multifaceted. It's a creative process, and you can't necessarily define everything. This obviously wasn't a lesson that I wanted to teach you. It's a lesson that I'm learning with you at the same time through the discovery of this thing we're doing right now. I think it's a lot of fun, and I would like to do it some more. What I feel like I've ended up with here is something like an M.C. Escher drawing, but in sound form. Maybe not quite that extravagant, but that's something to try for next time. I'm going to play a guitar solo now. We'll talk some more in a second. Was background music supposed to end? I mean, in a way, it never really started, because starts of songs are supposed to grab your attention, but background music ideally never grabs your attention. It just caresses it gently so that your attention doesn't want to leave. So to end a background music in the same way a regular song would end would not actually work, because that would be different and it would actually grab your attention by ending in a way that was not congruent with the rest of the style of the song. So it's impossible to actually end a background song without ruining the nature of it being in the background. So, what I will need to do is I'll just have to slowly remove one instrument at a time from the mix. And since I want it to sound more or less live, I'll make sure to play the bass line out longer than the drums by like 30 seconds or so. And then I'll do the same with the guitar. I'll play the guitar line longer than the bass so that I can end the video with the music getting gradually less complex until the very last line of the narration coincides with the last note played.